Once upon a time, the shipping world faced a harsh truth. Too many ships lost, too many lives gone, and too much damage to the environment. Around 1980, a lot of accident occurs, not because of storms alone, but because of poor management and weak safety culture. The ISM code was born out of tragedy. On the 6th of March 1987, the ferry Herald of Free Enterprise capsized just minutes after departure from a port in Belgium. Her ram doors were left open, seawater rushed in, and within 90 seconds, the ship was capsized. 193 people lost their lives. The International Maritime Organization introduced the International Safety Management Code, the ISM code. A system designed not just for strong ships, but for strong management. Aiming to safe ships, clean seas, and effective management. It requires every company and ship to have a safety management system, or SMS. A living set of procedures that guide safe operations, environmental protection, emergency response, and continuous improvement. In 2002, ISM became mandatory for all types of vessels, which was introduced in 1993 for the first time. The three major objectives of the ISM code. 1. Safety at sea. To ensure safe practices in ship operation in a safe working environment for seafarers on board ship. 2. Prevention of human injury or loss of life. To reduce accidents caused by human error through proper management, training, and clear responsibilities. 3. Protection of the marine environment. Avoid damage to the environment, particularly marine environment. According to the ISM code, every management company must develop a written safety management system for the safe operation at sea, covering minimum 6 essential functions. 1. Safety and environmental protection policy. A set of policies to be developed including safety and environmental protection policy to guide principle of operations and pollution prevention. 2. Instructions and procedures. Written documented procedures to be there for special operations to ensure safe ship operation and compliance with relevant regulations. 3. Defined levels of authority and line of communication. Clear levels of responsibility and line of communication to be mentioned, covering both onboard and between ship and shore. 4. Procedures for reporting accidents and non-conformities. A system for reporting, investigating, and analyzing incidents, accidents or failures to follow defined procedures, so that lessons can be learned for future operations. 5. Procedures to prepare for respond to emergencies. Detailed contingency plan checklists to be there, which will be practiced during drills for handling emergencies effectively and professionally. 6. Procedures for internal audits and management reviews. Regular audits by the company and reviews to check the effectiveness of the SMS to be there for a continuous improvement. Now let's talk about ISM certificates. Under the ISM code, there are two main certificates. 1. Document of Compliance, DOC, for the company. 2. Safety Management Certificate, SMC, for the ship. Both certificates are essential. A ship cannot legally operate without an SMC, and the company behind it must hold a valid DOC. 1. Document of Compliance, DOC, at company level. Issued to the company by the Flag State Administration, or a recognized organization, like a classification society. Purpose: confirms that the company has a functioning Safety Management System, SMS, that meets ISM code requirements. Validity: 5 years. Audits, verification. Annual verification, within 3 months of the anniversary date, to confirm the company is still complying with ISM. If annual audits are not done, the DOC becomes invalid. Important note: the DOC lists the types of ships it covers, for example, tankers, bulk carriers, passenger ships. A company may need separate DOC if it manages different types of ships. 2. Safety Management Certificate, SMC, at ship level. Issued to the ship, after verifying that the ship's SMS is implemented in line with the company's DOC. Purpose: confirms that the ship and its crew are operating safely and in accordance with the SMS. Validity: 5 years. Audits, verification. Initial audit, before issue, verifying full compliance on board. Intermediate audit, between the 2nd and 3rd anniversary date of the SMC. Renewal audit, before expiry of the 5 years, leading to issue of a new certificate. If intermediate audit is missed, the SMC becomes invalid. 3. Now let's talk about interim DOC and interim SMC. An interim DOC may be issued when a company is newly established or a company adds a new type of ship to its management system. Validity: up to 12 months. During this period, the company must develop and implement a full SMS to obtain the full DOC. 4. Interim SMC, ship. An interim SMC may be issued when a new ship is delivered. A ship is new to the company, like change of management. A ship type is newly added to the company's DOC. Validity: up to 6 months. In exceptional cases, flag state may extend it by another 6 months, but not more. Conditions for interim SMC: company must hold at least an interim DOC. SMS must be provided on board. Master and officers must be familiar with SMS and relevant instructions. Emergency procedures must be established. Ship must undergo an internal audit within 3 months. 5. Audit cycle, in simple words. Think of it like a medical checkup schedule. DOC, issued to company, valid 5 years, must do a checkup every year, annual audit. SMC, ship, valid 5 years, must do a checkup between 2nd and 3rd year, known as intermediate audit. If vessel miss the checkup, certificate becomes invalid. Why these certificates matter? Without DOC right pointing arrow, the company cannot operate ships under ISM. Without SMC, the ship cannot sail internationally. Charterers, port states, and insurers all check these certificates. They are the passport of safety and compliance. Now let's talk about DPA. Who is the DPA under ISM code? As per Section 4 of the ISM code, every company must appoint one or more designated persons ashore. The DPA acts as the vital link between the company's shore-based management and the ships at sea. The role was created after disasters like the Herald of Free Enterprise, where poor communication and weak company support for the ship's crew were found as major causes. Responsibilities of the DPA, as per ISM Code, Section 4. The company should ensure that the DPA has direct access to the highest level of management. His or her main duties are: 1. Monitor the safety and pollution prevention aspects of each ship's operation. 2. Ensure adequate resources and shore-based support are provided to the ships. 3. Ensure the Safety Management System, SMS, is implemented effectively both ashore and at ship. MSCMEPC Circular on DPA Responsibilities. Also, IMO issued joint circulars to provide further guidance on the role and qualifications of the DPA. Guidelines for the operational implementation of the ISM code by companies. This circular elaborates on the DPA's responsibilities, qualifications, and training. It emphasizes that the DPA must have appropriate shore-based experience, maritime knowledge, and authority to carry out duties. DP is to be competent, well-trained, and empowered. In simple words, the DPA is like the safety guardian ashore, the one who ensures ships are not left alone. He provides resources, ensures compliance, and has a direct line to top management. Now let's highlight differences between observation, non-conformity and major non-conformity as per ISM code and IMO guidelines. 1. Observation. Definition. A statement made by an auditor, referring to a situation which could develop into a non-conformity if not corrected, or an area where improvement is possible. Meaning, it's like a yellow flag, not a violation yet, but a warning. Example. During audit, the auditor notices that some crews are not fully familiar with the location of updated checklists, though operations are still being performed correctly. 2. Non-conformity, NC. Definition. An objective evidence of not fulfilling the requirements of the ISM code, SMS, or applicable regulations. Meaning, it's an actual deviation from what is required, but not so serious that it threatens safety or the environment immediately. Example. The monthly safety drill record is missing for 1 month. The drill was not carried out as required by the SMS. 3. Major non-conformity, MNC. Definition. ISM code, para 1.1.10. A serious lack of effective implementation of the ISM code, OR. A situation that poses a serious threat to safety of personnel, ship, or environment, or a situation that requires immediate corrective action. Meaning, a red flag, the SMS is failing in a major way, and the certificate may be suspended unless urgent action is taken. Example. Firefighting equipment not maintained and unready for use, despite being required by the SMS. Or the ship sails without a valid safety management certificate. Now let's check out 12 chapters of the ISM code. 1. General. 2. Safety and environmental protection policy. 3. Company responsibilities and authority. 4. Designated persons. 5. Master's responsibility and authority. 6. Resources and personnel. 7. Development of plans for shipboard operations. 8. Emergency preparedness. 9. Reports and analysis of non-conformities, accidents and hazardous occurrences. 10. Maintenance of the ship and equipment. 11. Documentation. 12. company verification, review and evaluation. Please note under Chapter 5, particularly 5.2 talks about master's overriding authority. Focusing on master's full authority to act for safety regardless of commercial pressure, the owner, charterer and company must not restrict the master to take such decisions. Moreover, in ISPS code and under SOAS, Regulation 34.1 also talks about master's authority to not compromise safety and security on board ship.